Hello and welcome back to Got a Problem Mate podcast. That's your favourite podcast, although they may be listening for the first time or viewing for the first time.
In which case, it's soon to be your favourite podcast.
That's very good.
Or YouTube video cast.
That's right. We're on YouTube and all your other platforms, and we're in more people's Spotify Wraps than anyone else.
Yeah. I actually just got a message saying that we're number one in someone's Spotify Wrap.
Who?
I can get his name up.
We should shout them out.
Oh, okay. But also, why don't you shout yourself out? Because if we've got new people listening and watching, they don't know who the hell you are.
My name's Bilal Zafar, very successful comedian, film star, TV actor,
film star.
podcaster.
Extra.
I've been in it. No,
Right.
I was a proper character
Okay.
in a thing. Last Christmas, have you seen it? Best Christmas film ever.
I haven't.
Yeah,
You stay quiet.
If you needed to reach over to get a quality straight out of the box, you'd have missed him. Hello, I'm Joey Page. I'm the nastier one of the two, but also the cooler and more talented.
He's from Bexley
stand-up
Heath,
comedian.
and we'll get to that.
That's pertinent today. Danny Boy, we're number one on his podcast, so thanks, Danny Boy.
Danny Boy?
Yeah, that's his name.
Okay.
Not Danny Boy, the comedian. Anyway,
I've met him.
Never mind. Yeah, I play football with him. What?
How you doing?
I've got a reversible jacket on. What else do you want to know? Okay.
Why do you need it to be reversible?
It just is.
Just get two jackets.
I'm going to reverse it halfway through the episode today.
Why?
So this podcast, basically, if you join us for the first time, we solve each other's problems, we solve your problems, and we solve our guests' problems, and then we really just have a chat and mess around, etc., etc. How's your week been?
Yeah, good.
Is that it?
Good. It's been fine. I've been very tired. Do you find the shorter days make you more tired, or are you fine?
No, I love the darkness.
Oh, you creep.
Yeah. No, I tell you, I've had a terrible week.
Have you?
No, just one bad thing happened.
Okay.
I had to go and get a new key fob for my flat. How long do you reckon I was in the goddamn council office?
35 minutes.
Over an hour. Absolutely fuming. But I'll talk about that when we introduce our guest, because I feel it's a problem we can all have a look at, because it's like, what would you do in this situation? I basically nearly had a full-on public meltdown because I was in there for so long. But I'll get into it properly in a bit.
You
It's not even my
now?
problem. It's just something that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a few days ago. I've learnt to let go.
Right, good.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like it.
No, but obviously content for the podcast, content.
Content.
Yeah.
Is that really? But you shouldn't say
Basically, what I'm trying to
You
say
said
is...
the quiet part out loud.
What I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
I spent so long in the council offices that I haven't ever watched a drop of the programme that our guest today is on.
He's fuming.
I know, but I've watched the one from the other country, if that's helpful.
Have you?
Does that make it worse?
He's gone.
Because I was in Australia for a long time.
Yeah.
And it was on, and
Is the Australian one good? Everyone says it's good.
well, it was good when it was I don't know, I watched one of the first series. And also, my ex used to really like, and I mean this with all due disrespect to, I guess, trash TV. And I don't really watch TV.
You watch a lot of reality TV.
No.
You do?
Only things about psychic,
Mate, we
psychic
watched,
murderers and
what was
stuff.
it? Psychic Paranormal Investigators we watched.
Yeah, but that's
A lot of.
I don't think that's...
We watched the show where those guys were trying to find the devil in the forest. Do you remember?
Yeah, Mountain Monsters.
And you couldn't understand one of the guys at all.
Yeah.
His accent was mad.
Yeah.
He had like a Southern American accent.
Yeah, I watched those kind of things. I like Hunting for Gold. But I haven't watched many British reality TV shows. And
Shall we
I
introduce our
apologise in
guest
advance.
and then get into all of the nonsense?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
today's guest, everybody, I'm very happy to say. So we have all sorts of people on this podcast.
All sorts of people.
We have all sorts of people. No, we're mainly comedians. That's who we know,
No,
unfortunately.
and football commentators.
We had a football commentator. We had a food critic.
Mm-hmm.
Actors.
Actors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Musicians.
We had your friend who just does he does a Tottenham podcast.
Yeah.
Boo.
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 I'm a Saints fan, so.
Oh, I was going to ask about it.
We'll get to that. But let's introduce our guest.
Today's guest, everybody, is someone that we came to know on E4, a show called Married at First Sight, the UK one that me and my wife absolutely love. Now, the thing is, everyone, me and my wife sort of met over lockdown because I was doing stuff on twitch.tv/Zaffacakes, and a clip of mine that got a bit popular, she saw it, she DM'd. The rest is history, right?
My relationships status is very complicated, so I wish to not comment.
Okay. And then we saw this lad on there talking about streaming and stuff, except it wasn't as smooth for him, but we'll get into all of that. Let me make sure I get your surname right because you never say it really. Today's Berthonneau. Today's guest is Georges Berthonneau, everybody. Now, Joey, are you going to do an intro?
This guy is like a hench, ripped, better moustached, more hirsute version of me.
Oh, I hadn't.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Yeah, that sounds like a great
Georges Berthonneau.
Is that it?
I wish that was my name.
It's long and French like me.
I feel like he should be the co-host of that.
And you, why?
I can co-host if you want.
No, look, sure. I guess you do.
Don't you need to go?
I'll go.
You co-host. We'll talk to an empty chair.
Yeah.
That'll be better than you.
Better than what normally you get out of me. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming on, man.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. Absolute pleasure.
Can I just start with a little disclaimer? I do really like Married at First Sight, but I haven't seen any of the English one or any of this series.
Not enough to watch it?
No, but I would watch it if I had time. If I was like flicking through TV, I'm a hipster. I don't have like proper telly, so I'd have to like go through like an app. Whereas if it was on, I would
Channel
watch
4
it.
That's what we
online
did.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But if it was on TV, I would watch it. But I don't have it. I'm not paying my license. Do you know what I mean?
That's fine.
But I'm very happy that you're here.
Thank you very much. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I don't watch much TV. I just end up going on it instead.
Yes. You know what?
But I think it's going to be nice for me to come at it from this angle because I'm going to ask questions that maybe the lay person doesn't know. Like, how do you even get started? How do you get involved in it?
You either get a phone call, you apply for it, and then you kind of go through this big long process. You meet a casting director who you basically do an interview with, and then they make a minute snippet of your 30 to an hour long interview. They send it to the executives. If they like you, or they laugh, or they cry, or they cringe, or whatever, they'll then maybe put you forwards.
Mm-hmm.
You then have a chat with them. You then do the psych chats, which is making sure you're mentally insane enough to be able to do it, or mentally tough enough. And you then go on and speak to another psych, and then they kind of go, right, we've got you a match. And then you're fine, and then you're stood at the end of an aisle thinking,
whoa,
fuck. What am I doing?
So they contacted you, did they?
So I actually applied for season 2, but like really late in the whole process for it. And they kind of got back to me. They were like, really, really like you, but we're done casting. I was like, cool, completely forgot about it.
When was that?
That was like ages ago.
Yeah.
But that would have been...
What season was this?
This was 3. Well, it's 8, but it's 3 of the new format.
Oh,
the new
okay.
format is the Australian format.
Ah.
Which you really like, don't you?
Well, I really like it because I was in Australia. And
really? To be fair, you look very Australian. You actually do.
I'm not actually at all, but yeah, I do get that quite a lot.
Yeah, very outback kind of like.
And people even go, "Are you Australian?" I'm like, "Listen to my accent." They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No."
I don't know how offensive this is, but you look like a bogan.
What's that?
It's like a classic. I think it's like a classic Australian-looking bloke, kind of
like
pootash,
ripped,
long hair,
ripped,
surfer kind of look. With
See?
well, there was a guy called Cam from season 10 of Maths Australia, who looks like yourself actually, with blonder hair.
For people that don't know, Maths is like short for Married at First Sight.
Yes,
I think they know. I think those are the people that are watching.
Maths. So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So you applied?
Yeah.
Did you apply it because you genuinely wanted to find a hot babe, or did you want to get like?
Factually correct.
Okay.
And this is the thing that people are fascinated with. So I've always been really good at having a sexual or an emotional connection with someone.
High five.
But never both. Okay? So only one or the other.
What are you asking me?
Is that how you are?
High five.
Very nice. High five. So yeah, I've always struggled I've always had one or the other.
Okay.
Sexual connection or emotional connection, never the two. And I just thought, fuck it. Surely if this TV show is what it's meant to be, what it says on the tin, then I'll either find someone really, really nice, or if I don't last with them forever, I'll at least find someone maybe from it. Right?
One of the other contestants.
Well, one of the
Or
other contestants
production.
or someone
Oh,
at
you
the end.
cheeky
You get what I
boy.
mean? Someone if they're, So I've always thought, think outside the box. It's kind of like
Camera guys.
it's like 4D chess dating. Let's think completely outside of the box. Scrap all the dating apps. Let's get married.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And in some cultures, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, some cultures they get.
Australia.
And in your family, would without telling them in advance, do you think were you nervous that they might be furious, or do you think they was going to go with it, or did you actually clear it with them first?
So my family weren't involved,
Right.
and I cleared it with them.
Mhm.
I didn't want them involved with the filming, nothing like that.
They're not in it at
They're not
all,
in
are
it
they?
at all. All you
Yeah.
have is my boys.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to have a really close family friend who couldn't make it because I told the show, everyone I have coming is either from the west of England or the south of England. Don't put the wedding in the east of England. What did they do?
Put it in Norwich. Oh no.
They put it in Colchester.
Okay.
So close enough.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was like, you're fucking idiots. So I had 4 people pull out because Peggy knew a month before where the wedding was. I didn't know who she was, so she wasn't ever going to be able to tell me the information. I found out a week before.
How'd that happen?
I don't know how that happened, but I kept being like, why don't I know?
Do you think
Why
that's
don't
dark
I know?
arts where they try to make it?
A lot
last
of it
minute for you
is
to
they like
yeah.
to play with your brain. Luckily, I'm like, you know,
Like I do with
Magneto.
Bilal on this podcast.
Yeah, he messes with me.
Yeah. I'm like Magneto.
I like Magneto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, metal
Do
helmet.
you think you'd be on his team or Professor X?
Probably Magneto's team.
It's more fun, but not as
Yeah.
cozy. You don't get to live in that big house.
No, I don't care about that.
But that gets destroyed a lot, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does.
Yeah,
All the
it
time,
does.
actually.
I don't know what
does.
you're talking about.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
I did it on purpose.
Yeah. Just smile and wave.
Before we do some more Married at First Sight questions, we don't even know if he's even allowed to be on the podcast.
That's true. We have a feature called Vet the Guest.
Oh, fuck.
It's easy.
We have
My
six,
tag's not ringing, is it?
6 quick questions, and if you get a good enough score, you're allowed to stay on. If you don't, you have to leave. I'm afraid.
Don't you?
Yeah, we've had several have to leave, and they kick off, don't they?
We had to have one
Joey had
person
to
drag
punch one.
L on the sound.
You can try and punch me if you want.
No, I
you
don't
wanna
want
do
to. You look massive.
So, 6 quick questions. You can answer them as concisely as you want. or-
Okay.
Question 1. If trapped in a video game forever, which one?
Crash Bandicoot.
Okay. You don't think it'd be a nightmare?
No. Oogalba.
Oh, yeah.
I was
okay.
going to say Streets of Rage, and I realised that's just like normal life.
That's just your life. That's you trying to get
He's
hit.
just getting mugged.
A guy with a knife. Question 2. Best soup?
Best soup? Oh, that's really, really hard. It would either be tomato or mushroom.
Yeah, good.
Oxtail.
I'm glad you went. I'm glad you went for like good simple because tomato is class.
You can't beat a Tommy soup or mushroom. So I've been to some really nice restaurants before, and like a starter
Show
for
off.
mushroom soup, and it was just like I could bathe in the thing.
Oh, really?
Put me in a bath of it, and it would be empty.
Okay.
Yeah, really nice.
Ooh.
Mm.
Was it like a Michelin star?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But
Was it
Can't afford that.
Zizi's?
They don't
you know
use
that
soup.
means Willy in French.
Does it?
Zizi is Willy.
Why have they done this?
I don't know, because maybe they just want the whole English nation to say Willy.
I told you the French
French.
are always trying to trick the English.
We are.
Oh, they-
Baguette.
Question number 3. Do we live in a simulation?
I think we do.
Oh no. Question. That's scary. Question 4. Super malt.
Sorry?
Super malt.
Je ne comprends pas.
Ah. Do you know what that is?
I've seen it. I've never.
You never
picked
tried
one
it?
up, no,
It's
yeah.
a drink you get in some
What's
corner shops.
What's
It's a weird
super malt?
malty drink. I don't
Multi,
like it.
like a multi combination of drinks, or like a.
No, like Malteser.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
but no, it doesn't taste like Maltesers.
Oh, I was gonna say because
It
if it
tastes
did,
weird.
Does it taste like malt from like beer?
I wouldn't know, but I guess.
I feel like we're in a simulation right now.
Yeah, me too.
Question number 5. Do you like Harry Redknapp?
No, because he got Saints relegated.
I didn't even know that was who you supported.
Yeah,
lovely.
and you.
Apart from you said it earlier in the
Yeah,
podcast.
and I know
No,
you're,
before,
you're a
but
Gunners
this was
fan.
this. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And he's a Coys boy.
A who?
That's all right.
Not a come on you Saints.
A come on you.
Spurs.
Silly
Blech.
Spurs.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
when we took your best player, and now we can't even get him in the team.
Who's that?
Pierre, another French
Pierre,
man.
yeah. Well, no, he's actually
he's Danish.
he's not. He's Danish.
Yeah, Emil.
No, you actually
Højbjerg.
took our best player before.
You take
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
their players.
yeah.
Yeah, also Liverpool.
Yeah.
Fuck
We
Liverpool.
gave
Fuck
you
Spurs.
Carl Walker Peters.
Thank
What else do
you very much for the wish, Walker.
Skincare routine?
No.
Really?
Must have.
No, naturally.
Nothing?
Like this. No, nothing.
Well,
I-
you can
I
get
went
on
to
some-
Face Gym once. Shout out to Face Gym.
What's that?
Basically, it's a facial massage with like electrodes and stuff.
What?
It's the maddest thing I've ever done. It like contours your face.
Did it work?
Oh my God. I look like one of those filters on Instagram.
What?
You know the filters where your jaw's like that and you're, yeah, amazing. I'll send you a link afterwards.
Is it
deal?
really
80
expensive?
quid, 80 quid for an
Yeah.
hour.
Wow.
Best facial I've ever had, and I've been to a few glory holes in my time. So
Could you lend... Wait, what aside?
I lend you 80 quid.
Could you lend me 80 quid?
You'll need 120. You'll need extra time.
Well, I need extra.
Yeah.
honestly, amazing. So you know, like TENS machines, electric machines.
Yeah.
They
I've got one of them. Why don't I just pop that on me?
don't put it on your face. So they basically wear
When's
gloves
the next episode?
and
Like,
pads on their wrists, and they use like metal products on your face, which causes it to do this.
Okay.
And you can put up to the max velocity, and you're there just going like this, having the facial. You're like, because obviously it so it basically works the muscles in your face. It's insane. Face Gym, it's called.
Mhm.
I want to be sponsored.
Final question. Do you remember Ab Lisa?
What's an ablisa?
They were on X Factor. One of them punched the other one.
No.
Do you know Ab Lisa?
Oh, two large ladies.
Maybe.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
two
know
large
those guys.
sisters. They look quite similar.
I think they were friends.
Okay, they looked very
Ab
similar.
Lisa. One of them punched the
I
other
do
one on
remember them,
stage.
if we're talking about the same people.
I think so.
They slapped each other, they pushed each other, got really upset with each other. And
That is the end of the Vet the Guest. You scored 6,000 points. You're now allowed to speak to Joey Page.
Hi, Joe Page.
Joey
welcome
Page
to
is
the
from
show.
Bexley Heath.
I'm
You
from
know who
Bexley
else?
Heath.
By the way,
Yeah.
that's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where my missus is from.
Yeah, your missus
Yeah.
from the show.
Peggy's from.
Yeah.
Do you know
Do
her?
you know her?
No, I don't think so. How old is she?
32.
Yeah, I'm a bit beyond years.
Oh, really?
I'm 39 because I've been to Face Gym.
So
a
I was
lot.
looking, I was looking around your eyes.
Yeah. So, have you been to Bexley Heath?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Super Bowl.
No.
Wimpy.
We have a Wimpy in Aldershot.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, there's only like 5 in the
Yeah.
country, I think.
Wow.
Shout out to my friend Jem Armett, whose dad owns that Wimpy. It's like a franchise.
Okay.
Big up
Wimpy Bexley.
Jeff, what's his name?
I don't know what his name is. Jem Armett's dad,
Mr. Ahmed.
Big up Mr.
Mr.
Armit.
Armett's.
Yeah,
the Wimpy.
we love all that.
Did you go?
Hang on, wait.
Bexley
I've got
Heath?
more.
All
I've
right.
got more Bexley Heath questions.
Go on.
Where have you been in Bexley Heath?
To Peggy's house.
I
Okay,
didn't
but you
realise
haven't been,
that was
up
in.
the shops or nothing.
Yeah, to Blue Water and Lakeside.
Oh, we used to go
Oh,
Blue
you
Water and
avoided-
Lakeside.
Broadway Bexley Heath shopping centre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
There's a Turkish restaurant there that used to be Pizza Hut, and I worked there for a number of years.
nice.
He worked in the
Pegs
Pizza
loves
Hut.
a good Turkish.
Clock Tower.
What's a clock tower?
There's a clock tower in Bexley Heath.
Okay.
It's
No,
the fountain.
what I'll do is next
That's
time
not
I'm
a question.
there, I'll go have a look
Take some photos.
and I'll take a picture and I'll be like,
That's the clock tower.
send picture to Joey Page.
Yeah.
Clock
Tower.
Tower.
There you go, clock tower.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't need it. I know what it looks like, but maybe
It's
you
probably
don't.
a good Pokemon Go spot.
Maybe we'll
Don't
find
talk
like a
to me about this
Ghastly
kind of
or
thing.
like a Mawak. Is it
Yeah.
Mawak?
Marowak.
No, Mawak.
Marowak.
Marbone. Marbone?
Cubone.
Cubone.
He's a
Marbone.
cute guy.
Yeah. You know that's a Charmander.
I'm absolutely
whose
hating this.
tail didn't stay alight. So the Charizard's child is a Charmander,
Just gonna do some
and the
admin.
Charmander's flame cut off, and it took the skull of the Charizard and put it on its head.
I've heard about that it's dead mum's skull.
Yeah.
But I didn't
That's
know it
literally
was. Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't you two grow up?
Supposedly. Oh, hi, Joey. How are you doing? You
What
okay?
is the Venn diagram of people that watch Married at First Sight and
That like
and
Pokemon.
like
I think
Pokemon?
it's
Think
just
it's
a
lot?
circle.
Yeah, it's a circle of life.
So
Do you like the universe?
Because I've not seen it, right? I think it's a good place to come at questions from, right?
Fine.
When
Come
the
at
wall
questions.
goes back on like Blind Date, when she or that equivalent
It's
moment
not
of where
Blind
she
Date,
comes,
no.
I know, but when she comes into the venue,
Yeah.
what were your first thoughts?
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have any thoughts. My body was moving without me wanting it to. My glutes were twitching.
Oh.
So I was there standing and I was like, I don't know if they can
Been to
see
the glutes gym?
my glutes. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
at glute
yeah,
gym,
yeah.
not face gym anymore. Booty gym. Honestly, my glutes were twitching. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so unwell.
Oh.
And I was there, and I'm a really confident bloke. I was so unwell. Going through waves of it.
Yeah,
Fine,
yeah.
laughing, joking, sitting down and just going,
Did your legs feel like jelly?
no.
Oh,
Because they're like my pillars. They're very strong. I've got very big legs. So it was
Okay.
my bum was
Your
just like
bum was-
vibrating.
oh.
And I remember turning around and all of a sudden just forgetting how I felt and being like, yes, you're fit. Because vanity is a big thing. I asked for vanity.
Mm.
I don't care. I have no shame in that.
How long is the
think you have
process?
to
How- I mean,
fancy
sorry,
the
how-
person you're married?
Well, you kind of do. Well, you don't.
How long is the
I
wedding
suggest it.
itself? Like
About
that whole thing.
6 to 10 hours.
And how long are you there? So you have to arrive first, obviously,
I
and then
was
are you there
there-
for ages?
I was there for at least 4 hours.
Oh my
I
god!
was there at like 8 in the morning.
Oh,
And I think Peggy arrived. And she's fashionably late all the time. And her motto is, late is worth the wait. And I say, if you're late, you're a red flag.
Bexley Heath.
So,
Late's
you know,
off the way. We love poems.
yeah, you do. Poetry at its finest. And yeah, she got there really, really late. She turned up in a horse and carriage.
Uh-huh.
Which was really nice. Didn't see that. And obviously turned around, there she was, and the day just kind of went away. Just honestly, next thing you know, it's 4:30 in the morning. I was still talking to her. Camera stopped rolling at midnight, and we had a honeymoon to go to the next day on my 30th.
Oh,
Where was your honeymoon?
Thailand.
Nice.
did they say it was your birthday on the show?
No, but we did film a scene. We
Ah.
filmed a scene, so I was really upset because later on they do a birthday scene for Erica,
Oh,
and I was like, I stuck to the rules. I respected every member of staff. Gave you what you fucking wanted. I fucking cried for you, and you couldn't even fucking put my fucking birthday in it.
30th as well.
30th.
That's a big one. Yeah.
And Peggy actually got me a cake, and she put it in my
Oh.
face,
That's funny.
which
That
was
would have been
brilliant.
good,
Which
that
was
bit.
brilliant.
Yeah,
But I think my Corey was on show the whole time
they could
because
easily.
I was in my dressing gown.
Right.
And
That's probably why they can't
the
show
camera
it.
was shooting up my crotch.
Well, that's it because your
They
bollocks
could
were
have just
there.
they could have just
Probably.
put two
Can't have
birthday
that.
balloons over the
They could have just blurred it out.
It's not
Put
really
a
what
baguette
they
in the
do on
way.
E4.
Put baguette in the way.
put the
Yeah.
E4 logo over it.
Well, they do that when someone swears sometimes.
Put an
In
E4 logo.
adverts and stuff.
So, do you know where you're going on your honeymoon in advance, or is it a total surprise to you?
So we didn't know until we opened this golden letter. You should know about the golden letters if you've watched Maths Australia.
Yeah, I guess it's exactly
Maths
the same
is
as
Married at
Blind
First Sight,
Date,
by the way.
where it's like they have to pick an envelope.
No, we just get given one.
Oh, you just get given one.
Just
right.
says Georges and Peggy.
Where did
And-
you go?
Oh my God, there's a golden envelope. Oh, Thailand.
Cool.
He said that. Were you not listening to
I
the
wasn't,
interview?
I wasn't.
Fuck's sake, man.
Now,
what did you say?
would you? I like. There's some people. I don't know if they did on this series, maybe, but when they have to go to like a freezing place where it's all snowy, I would hate that.
So 2 couples did.
Yeah.
Tom and Roz, and then Mark and Sean. So one couple went to Lapland, one couple went
Would
to
you
Switzerland.
like that?
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, because you get all that snuggled up with you.
Don't
yeah,
touch
but
me.
why are you fucking touching me? So how much money do I have to put in this swear jar?
Oh, yeah, we kind of
'Cause I've
forgotten
sworn
about
That's for
eight.
him.
I've
That's
sworn
for
about
him.
8
That's for
times.
me.
Yeah,
Guess
you're
that they
allowed.
like.
We'll
Guys,
stick an E4
we are
logo
live
over your
on the
face.
podcast. Do not say
Yeah.
shit, fuck, or I'm not going to say the other one.
You can, but you'll demonetize us on YouTube.
We're not monetized yet. You need 1,000.
We've
You got 1,000 subs on YouTube yet?
Yeah, I got 2,000.
Nice.
But I haven't got the watch hours.
Oh, damn.
Well,
But I'm just over halfway.
What are you uploading on there?
I've started doing more game reviews and game tech. Game tech? Game reviews and tech reviews.
Cool.
Problem is, I put everything on there. So I kind of screw myself with the algorithm because I do lifestyle. So that's fitness, that's vlogging. And then I do my game reviews. So obviously that's a review on a game. I mean, fucking.
But it's
I
hard
should
not
say.
to put it all in one place
Well,
because you can't.
Mr. Beast did. And look at how good he is.
You know about that?
You know about Mr. Beast?
He's got no idea about anything.
What is Mr. Beast?
It's like, what's up, Mr. Beast?
Sounds fucking dreadful.
He is like number 1 on Forbes list.
Good for him. Has he got a real name? What's the
Yeah,
I
Mr.
don't
Beast.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Mr.
changed
Beast.
his name on his birth certificate.
No, that's absolutely dreadful.
He's looking up Mr. Beast.
Birth certificate name. His first
Jimmy
name.
Donaldson.
His first name's Mister, and his
Monty
second name's
Donaldson.
Donald Duck.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to chat about gaming,
A little bit. Not too much.
this is
Not
your
too
designated
much.
gaming chat time when I get my feature.
Were you
ready.
not scared about? Well, firstly, were you just not scared of being made to look bad on this show? Because it's not in your control. So they did make you look bad initially.
Did you think?
A little bit, yeah.
I thought that Nation thought I was a legend.
No, the first, yeah. No, everyone loved you by the end, right?
I mean, yeah.
But first episode, you were like, "Well, I want big boobs."
I want mummy milkers
He actually said that.
Can I say?
on national TV.
Okay, can I say?
I'm unhinged.
No. Okay, I'm gonna.
Intervene?
No, I'm gonna ask a serious question here.
Okay.
As somebody on the other side of the fence, I don't like big boobs.
That wasn't a question.
This
That was
isn't
a
the
statement.
kind of
I know, but so it's
podcast.
like explain.
I'm going to ask a question. I don't like big boobs.
No, my question is coming. Can you?
Is that
Do you reckon
question?
you can convert? Like, tell me about big boobs.
What do you mean convert?
Like,
Well,
because
Why would...
I don't.
because
well,
I
no,
like
fake
small.
boobs.
Huh?
I like fake boobs because
Right.
I like the shape, the symmetry, the way they sit, the way they look, the way you hold them. You know, I like
never held
I
a
like
fake
over
boob.
muscle as well. I like an over muscle. It's kind of a fake, circular look.
1 second. Call to action. If you've got fake boobs and you wouldn't mind me having just
No. This is not that kind of laddish podcast, right? This isn't that.
Cut.
No, with consent. I can just see what
Consensual
they-
booby
You
touch.
can't be a pervert and be like, with consent.
No,
at the
it's
end.
not. It's a scientific experiment. So I've never
Unbelievable.
There's
You
no
ever felt a
science
fake boob?
involved.
ever felt a fake
I'm
boob.
not talking about this on the podcast. Have you held a fake boob? God's sakes,
I have
man.
many.
Are they heavy?
No.
Oh, I'm
It's not like a
surprised by
real
that.
boob. You think about it, a real
Yeah.
boob has a lot of weight behind
Okay,
it, depending if it's
how
big.
much firmer than a real boob are we
Oh,
talking?
so much firmer. But then you like small boobs. You like
but give me a
itty-bitty
number,
titty-committy.
like give me like
A number?
No, like, as in like a
69.
percentage.
Oh,
Like,
percentage.
how much more firm?
Mate, what?
Like they're a lot more firm, like
Okay, I'm just trying
80%.
because I've got
Like
no idea.
like 70% more firm.
It's like I've not seen Married at First Sight and I don't know about fake boobs, so I'm just trying to learn.
But you have to remember. I can't believe I'm talking about fake boobs with you. You have
You
to.
brought it up, to be fair.
I mean, I did, but that's who I am. You have to remember, with a real boob, it might be more weighty
Mm.
if it's bigger. But like if it's a small boob,
What are you
It might-
doing?
Giving
Right,
my
I'm
own boob a
moving
little
off from this
squeeze.
boob chat.
So the thing that we didn't see it. The most amazing bit that I mentioned before was the reveal, because they didn't say that you were a Twitch streamer from the start. Actually, they didn't mention the word Twitch, did they?
No, they don't.
They
But
don't,
Streamer, a lot of people. So basically,
Streamer.
yeah, go on.
And as soon as they mentioned, you said channel points. Well, me and my wife looked at each other like, oh my God. Because you don't hear about, it's a weird one, right? Like, okay, even now, when I do interviews and stuff to promote stand-up or whatever, they want to talk about my Twitch thing.
Yeah.
And they always
I
bleep
have
out the
to-
word Twitch.
Well, no, I have to explain what Twitch is
Yeah.
every single time. Yeah. To anyone, like most of the interview is taken up by me explaining well, it's like YouTube, but you watch people playing a game and it's just very popular because they
It's
don't
just
understand.
live streaming. It's
Yeah.
just you on a application, which is you playing computer games with your face, without your face, with people talking to you, and you respond live or you don't. That's literally it.
Yeah. But people don't understand why that's a thing people watch.
No,
Because
I don't.
I-
And I had
I-
a Twitch channel and I still don't understand
I
it.
have a friend. She is extremely successful. She has over 8.5 billion views
That's
on
a lot of
on her
views.
socials.
If you're not sure at home, that's a lot.
Yes, like a lot.
Yeah.
And she literally comes into my channel. I used to go to college with her. She comes into my channel, and I'm like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" She's like, "Oh, me and my husband, we don't watch TV." And I'm like, "Oh," they're like, "We just put a Twitch stream on
Yeah.
in the lounge, and we get about our evenings, but we have the
A
volume
lot of people
on,
do, yeah.
and that's genuinely modern day life.
Mm.
TV is going this way. That's why ITVX is now going this way. Sorry for plugging ITVX.
Why didn't you say Channel 4 online?
Why didn't you
Because-
say
why did
Channel
you say
5
IT?
have got
Channel
stream and give the
Why
other
don't you
dogs
say
a go?
Channel
again?
5?
I can say that
Where
again.
Bilal's advert program is.
I did Channel 5's Best British Ads.
Did
and
you?
then I was asked to do Julian Cleary's Best Christmas Ads. And then on the day they said, actually, we don't need him.
Oh.
And
Did you get a buyout anyway because they
they
bailed on you
didn't.
last
No, they
minute?
should have.
Did you have anything in the contract?
They owe me.
They do. They owe
They
you
owe me.
a load of money or a gig. But anyway, yeah. So
Yeah.
obviously explaining to a woman who had only ever dated men that had successful businesses, or one was a security guard for the Beckhams and so on and so forth.
Oh, really?
Like really nice jobs.
Yeah.
And you've got this bloke in front of her who plays computer games online, makes a bit of money out from it, quits his job, but used to work in professional football.
Mm.
Like, she's looking at me like, "Where's this bloke? This isn't a bloke.
Yeah.
That's
You know?
how all my girlfriends have looked at
And
me.
I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm a modern day bloke.
Yeah.
It's a modern day world. It's 2023. I've never once
I
questioned her.
like that. I'm a modern day bloke.
Is
that what you're gonna
Yeah,
start
I'm
saying?
start
You
saying
know,
that.
put that on your
But
Tinder
you're
Apart from that
profile.
bit about boobs. I
You're
just
not
did.
a modern day bloke.
I
You did
might
the
not.
thing about boobs. You don't know what Twitch is, even though you did it for like 6 months.
Yeah, but I don't have a real job like a modern day bloke.
Nah, you're just unemployed. So you, what did you do in football? Physio stuff, is that right?
I'm not a physio by trade, so I can't call myself that. I'm a rehabilitator.
Can you fix my plantar fasciitis?
Yeah, I can. I fixed a guy's plantar fasciitis once in
I've
one
had
session.
it for like 4 months. So I can't get
Literally,
rid of it.
if I put a load of pain through the bottom of your foot, it'll probably fuck off.
Do you want to do it on the show?
No, because the last comedy podcast I went on, I played with someone's calf, so I'm not going to do your foot. I won't go lower than the calf.
Okay,
So I can
well,
probably
it doesn't
cut.
help me though.
Yeah, it does. Get a rolling pin and
Yeah.
roll your foot on the rolling pin.
Oh, yeah?
You'll thank me later.
Okay,
It will be horrible, but you'll thank me later.
Amazon rolling.
Or a lacrosse ball. Or a lacrosse ball.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
You
right.
got a lacrosse ball?
I've got a tennis ball.
No, that's too spongy.
Found it in the
Lacrosse ball.
That'll break.
Lacrosse ball, I could throw it against the wall, it'll bounce back, but it's nearly as hard as cricket ball.
Okay,
Get a
I'll get a
cricket ball.
rolling pin.
No, don't
A
get
rolling bin.
Yeah, I'll get a rolling pin.
Get a rolling bin. You
That's-
said. You said rolling bin.
I know.
You're
I
gonna
thought I
get a
got away
wheelie
with it. I
bin.
thought I got away with it.
You didn't get away with
Okay.
it, mate. And your thing, so Joey doesn't know, was you redeem your what was it? Your baguette points.
Yeah, because they're channel points, aren't they?
And
Baguette
then
points.
your thing was doing squats.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of fun, but she thought you were doing it
Naked.
so that your viewers could jack off, I guess.
Basically, yeah.
I'm sure some of them were.
She thought I was.
How many do you think did?
I would probably say there's probably. I would
Give us
say
a
there's about 10 of my viewers that I've ever had that I genuinely questioned
Yeah.
if they were playing with themselves
Yeah.
whilst I was playing games.
Were they like, yes, yes, yes?
Because they were always like, "Oh, you're so handsome. Oh, I love watching you. You're this, you're that," and I'm just like,
And if that when
Cool.
they're typing, they make loads of mistakes. Like, "Bleh."
"Yeah,
I had a channel redemption. I don't do those that often.
Okay.
But my one was quite expensive, but but if you redeemed it, we'd have to listen to a minute of the Lad Baby podcast.
what's that?
It's a bad podcast.
Oh, is it really?
Do you know Lad Baby?
No.
He's the guy who does sausage roll songs and
Oh my
got
god.
them at Christmas. He got Christmas number ones.
Can I tell you what I did? Because it's probably the best thing I ever did on there.
No, but you're going
Right.
to tell us anyway.
Oh yeah. No, when you know the hype train.
Yes.
If
oh,
I
so
if
you
I
know
got
what
all the
hype
way,
train is?
if I got all the way to the end of the hype train,
Impossible.
I'd have a one man foam party where I would like throw sponges and also squirt foam in the air and
Well,
dance.
do you know that's changed? So you can't physically get to the end. It's no longer capped at level 5 now.
There you go.
I'm
so-
coming back. I'm not. Okay, so
But okay, so you'd have your one-man army
one man foam
Where?
party.
in your lounge.
Just yeah, my flat.
It was mad how much the streaming stuff kept coming up on the show.
Yeah, and that wasn't intentional, by the way. I
Yeah.
had someone message me the other day from last year, and they were like, and I was basically saying how one of the contestants from this year was like, I quit my job, they promised me the world. No, they didn't. You believed what they said.
Mm.
You're not gonna become anything. You run the risk of quitting your job, going on there. He's just outed himself.
Yeah.
He's just admitted that he went on there for fame.
Yeah.
You can't go on a TV show like that. You can't go on a TV show unless it was season 2, season 3, season 4 of Love Island,
Mm.
pre-COVID, years ago, unless you're looking for fame. You can't do that now. Because it doesn't happen. Because you do not become famous from it.
What
You
about
become
Coach
well-known.
Trip?
Did
I
you
was on
do
Coach
that?
Trip with Luke McQueen.
And you're
My
not famous.
condolences.
No, we only lasted 3 episodes.
But like, I genuinely think that, he outed himself. And then the lady that I'm talking about, she was like, oh, well, you can't talk. You had a great edit and you had your channel plugged. I was like, you do realize we film 8 hours a day. You film the same fucking TV show as me a year before. You don't know what your narrative is.
Mm.
How the fuck was I meant to know that they were going to only talk about my gaming?
It came up so many times.
Like, it came
In
up
your
to a point
face.
where I'm just like, are you fucking
all you
kidding
talked
me?
about was
I was like, I'm
gaming and
smarter than
plantar
Elon
fasciitis.
fucking Musk.
Yeah.
I was like, my marketing strategy is through the roof.
Your reaction
blown away.
sometimes when it kept
Oh.
coming up was so funny to see.
But I was all about one-liner. You
Yeah.
saw that. Luckily, they got my comedy side across. Like, I'm no comedian, but like for me, I'm all about quick-witted banter and
you're
kind
better
of
than him.
one-liners.
There was a whole thing where there was a week where Peggy kept saying, like, I think you were on the sofas, the commitment
Yeah,
thing.
commitment ceremonies.
Commitment
The CCs,
ceremony,
yeah.
CC. And she kept talking about seeing the real Georges and I wasn't sure what that meant because obviously they edit the thing weird, so there's loads of stuff we don't see. So what was that? What is the real you?
The real me is the guy you see, and I always showed it to her.
You were like this on the thing,
exactly. But she, I was laughing, joking.
You can't
with
be
her.
that perfect.
Well, no,
she was thinking?
exactly.
Yeah.
She was like, impossible.
Yeah,
you cannot be that good at everything.
Yeah.
And it's because all the guys basically saw the laddie version of me at the stag do, and they went and told their wives. They were like, "Oh, whoever he's paired with, she's either going to have a great sense of humor or she's going to have to put him in his place." And then, but she saw all of that side of me, minus the laddie banter because it's your missus, right?
Yeah.
And then she saw the sensitive, gentleman, caring side of me. But no one else was seeing that. So then the whole group was going, "Oh, Georges has been someone with us, but someone different with you." And I was like, "Yeah, because it's acceptable to wear multiple masks, is it not?" I'm like a chameleon. I've always referred to myself as a chameleon. I change my colour depending on the room that I'm in, or I change my hat depending on the table that I'm sat at. And then there was loads of it not used, but they were like, "You need to stop using this facade." And I was like, "Okay." And I'm thinking like, it's not a fucking facade. It's who I am. I've just got really good people skills, and you're telling me to not have good people skills. I was like, my mind's fucking blown. Like I just didn't get it.
This leads on to a question that I want to ask. Okay. Were there any couples or people that you like ended up really disliking and having rows with?
Yeah, there was only one individual I had a row with. Her name was Portia. Yeah. I'm not going to go on about her because if she smells the podcast, she'll then start putting stories up trying to clout chase me.
Okay.
That's what she does.
That's what we need. Keep mentioning it.
Because she's boring.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
Because she's boring, what she'll do is she'll then go and put up a story, go, "Oh, he's talking about me. He said this, he said that." I don't care about you.
The bit on the show was brilliant.
But the bit on the show.
So they have the dinner parties.
Yeah.
They got into an argument, and I guess Portia's the only other person that can speak French.
Paul and Portia, both Congolese.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy starts having a go at her in French.
Great.
And then no one else knows what's happening.
So she's picking on my wife.
Yeah.
How do you isolate a bully?
French.
Would you speak to her in a language that no one else at the fucking table is going to understand?
Yeah.
Because then what does she do? She backs right off.
Mm.
She backs right off like a quivering dog. Or like I would say, like a quivering chien.
Can I just say, if you don't want her to smell the podcast, don't say quivering dog. She definitely will know that you've said that, and now she's coming for you.
That's fine. Let her come for me.
What was great was
I don't repost her. I don't reply to her stories because she only does it to try and get me to reply.
Right.
Because then if I reply, then people jump on it. They're going, "How do you become relevant?" By jumping on and trying to argue with someone. Having a podcast. Yeah. Sorry, that was it.
How do we become relevant?
By having a podcast. Now,
it's called clout chasing.
Can we do some problems?
Yeah, before that, I was just going to say, it was really funny. Before that scene where you did the thing in French, because they kept, the episode before, they keep showing like coming up next week. And there was no explanation of why you were shouting in French suddenly, so it looked really funny. But yeah, that was a classic moment.
It was.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
I'd like to whip through our problems.
Okay.
So, Bilal, what's your problem this week?
My one is I have real problem with my sleep. Like, I have trouble getting to sleep.
You get up so late.
I can help you with that.
Okay.
Xanax.
Really?
Roll a rolling pin on your foot.
Get rimmed.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the thing he talked about on the show. Okay. That was funny.
Well, you're like my problem then.
Oh dear. Especially last night. I was at the Arsenal game last night. Got in quite late.
Oh, you went to the game?
Yeah. I got a season ticket.
6-0.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good fun. But knowing
I went to Villa to Tottenham 1. No worries.
GG's. GG's and chat.
GG's. So anyway, whenever I've got, quite often in our work, I'll have a gig quite late, get in late if it, especially if you're in Birmingham or whatever. And then if I've got an early start, all the time. If you've got an early start the next day, the anxiety of trying to get to sleep is horrible.
But is it the anxiety or are you just wired because you've had such a good time?
Both. There's definitely an element of I'm wired.
Okay.
And that's an issue. I don't know how to shake that off. Not even just gigs. If I've had a stream. So I do my thing where I'm a football manager on stream, and that's high energy. It's like doing a show.
Well, it's a very slow-paced game, but yeah, you do have to be high energy.
Yeah.
If that's what your content's about.
No, it's not football manager. It's PES United, but I'm the manager, and it's...
So you play
PES?
PES?
Yeah. It was originally PES 5.
What, with like Adriano and stuff?
Well, yeah, well, Castolo, you know the boys.
Yeah. The boys.
I made a whole thing around that in lockdown.
You don't know what
Yeah,
you're
no,
talking
I.
He was
Oh, yeah.
involved.
I was
You're a
in
character in it.
Yeah, I was the super agent.
It became a thing with storylines, and I play all these characters.
Yeah.
Joey was a super agent, which was
trying
very
to get my
good.
players more money.
about.
Yeah. It was a whole
me
narrative
more money.
thing. That was my peak in lockdown.
Okay.
Like, that's when we had our first cup final. It's called the D1 Cup, the FA Cup final, and I had over 1,000 viewers for
That's
2 hours straight.
mad.
I
And
know.
this is such adrenaline inducing that you can't sleep.
No,
read
like-
a book, mate. Stop looking at the goddamn screen. Put the screens down.
You
Read
know
a book.
what? I know how you can get to sleep.
Mm.
Watch some of his comedy.
Yeah. Now we're cooking.
Hey, I'll take the views however I can get them. To be honest.
Yeah.
Make sure you post the Porsche stuff then.
Do you have any good advice on sleeping?
Yeah, listen to his comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I could call you. You know I like a phone call.
You do, yeah.
Do you
Rambles
know
on
those
for hours.
people that you can... I sat on the phone the other day to someone and I literally went away for 10 minutes and I came back and they were still talking.
Yeah, you could do that to me.
You could genuinely do that with Joe.
Yeah. Just walk out the room.
Should we try it now? Do you want to walk out and just...
I mean, I've
I'll
got to walk
pretend
out
I'm
in
not
9
listening.
minutes, so you two can do it the other way around. Let's have your problem then.
Okay. I am with someone who doesn't like giving or receiving rim jobs.
Oh my God.
How do I get them to want to give or receive a rim job?
I
mean,
can't say that I know the answer to this.
Well, you're meant to be a problem
But
solver.
I'm going to
Fuck
solve
me.
it. I'm going to solve it.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna
What
kick
is
off
the
on this.
problem here? Cleanliness?
No.
No, because I was
Just
going to say
doing
maybe like no, but as in, but what's the hang up? You can get to the bottom of the hang up.
There's no hang up. It's clean, it's shaved, it's ready, veted, baby wipes, fresh out of the shower.
Veted.
You name it. It's immaculate. It's cleaner than
Okay, so that's not the problem. What
a
is
frying
the
pan.
problem? Taboo?
Can we see it for the Patreon?
well, my anus. What, my universe?
So hang on. So
My
what's
black
the,
hole.
what's the taboo?
I don't know.
Have you not discussed?
asked- Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a no.
And no explanation?
No explanation.
I mean, I haven't had really any experience.
Because you don't like rim jobs either, do you?
It's a cult. It's not part of our culture.
Too busy looking at the clock tower.
Yeah. No, I would say Bex, he was a very traditional, straightforward community. I don't think they know about. But they think rim jobs are something that you put on a car.
She was like, "What do you mean rim job?" And I was like,
Stick an alloy up your arsehole.
"Fucking hell." You know, like fleshies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, those things. Have you watched any pornography together?
No.
So maybe if you could show
Get her
her
to
what it looks
watch
like,
rim job
yeah,
porn.
and then
That
There
is
you
a
go.
really good idea.
because then she becomes acclimatized to it, and then maybe she'd be up for it. I don't know.
No,
No?
because you don't know what the video is going to be like. All
No, but
sorts
you
could
can
happen.
watch
find the
it
videos.
first.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
vet
I'll
the
watch it
vids.
first and I'll forward it to her.
Yeah.
Oh,
send her
babe,
an
sorry, I
email.
just sent you the wrong thing.
No, just be like, check. This
I know
out for
the
me.
answer.
And
Check,
also, I think you have to explain why it means so much to you.
It means so much to me.
Well, then there you go. So if it means a lot to you,
I
and
know
it's
the
something that you want to
answer.
happen,
Come.
Subliminal messaging.
Yes.
You need to have it everywhere.
I
you
do.
need to have these words popping up all over the place
Rim.
very quickly.
Rim.
Job. Job. Just have the
Babe,
word job.
are you applying for the new job you're talking about? What do you
Also-
mean, rim job?
what about jealousy? What about if, like, you say, well, my best experiences have always involved this and that with other girls, and then
Wow.
I think Bexley Heath. I think jealousy is a very basic
Okay.
emotion that we
So I
would
need to
all
try and
understand,
make her
Bexley Heath.
jealous with my previous rim
It drives
job.
everything in
encounters.
Bexley Heath, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
It
Jealousy.
does. Jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy
One
of the
guy had a
clock
watch,
tower.
one guy got an iWatch, another guy got a clock tower.
You
One
know.
guy got a rim job.
And then, yeah, there you go. And then one guy got a Turkish restaurant that used to be Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Jealousy or,
But I
can we
think
do it?
get her to watch some porn that involves it and make it less unusual to her. That's my actual genuine
Make her
advice.
accustomed
Yes.
to the rimage.
Yeah. To the French way.
I think you have the words pop up everywhere, man. I think, like...
Rimmage.
Can you
her-
get birthday cards written? You could probably make one on Moonpig.
I can make one for Christmas. Have Merry Rimmas.
There you go, on Moonpig. Would they print
That's
that?
not-
Rimpig.com.
That's not subliminal.
Well,
That's right there.
It is, but sometimes you got to put it right in her face.
I'm a serious broadcaster. I can't believe this is where the podcast has ended up.
You started it, mate.
No, I didn't.
You needed me to come
you
to
did
you
it.
with a problem.
No, that was investigative.
You've been just as guilty as everyone here. Yeah, so yours is to watch some adult videos.
Yeah, of it happening.
Mine is to slyly, subliminally message it, say the word as many times as you can. Like, who's that tennis player? Rim Henman. What? Tim
Henman.
Is that his name?
Henman.
Yeah.
Watch some really cult
Rim
classic
Lovejoy.
comedy.
Was it
Rim
Rim Lovejoy? Who's your problem next?
Oh, yeah.
Mine's kind of. I wish I'd handled this differently, but all I did was huff, and I'd like to know what you two would do. Right, I had to go pick up some keys, right, from the council. I was in there for half an hour.
Yeah.
Right before they give you a ticket, you don't know where you got to stand or sit. Nobody's calling the tickets forward. It's half an hour, and they've not even called out a ticket. I complained. Then the woman went, "Well, if you're going to get like that, you're not going to get served any quicker." I went, you've not given us any information. So then I sat down. I get the key. I had to show them an email to say that I am allowed to pick up the key. And then they said, "Have you paid?" And I said, "I haven't paid." They said, "Okay, it's £10 for a new fob, right?" I said, "Okay, I'll pay by card." And they said, "You have to call this number and put your number in, like, you know, the old way when you'd ring up and pay for something with a credit card." And so they haven't got phone reception or Wi-Fi in the council office. So I had to go outside. Then I couldn't get back in the building. I was having a fucking meltdown because I just couldn't get. No one would open the door.
You know what I would have done?
What?
You'll probably agree. Not lost my fob.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I needed an extra one.
Nice
Why
one.
did you need an extra one?
Because a friend was staying, and I was going to be away, so I needed an extra one.
Give them your one.
No, because I needed mine.
No,
So I was coming back at different
they
times
need
when
to let
were
you
leaving.
in.
No, they were leaving.
You know what you do? Sounds like a you problem. Not a us problem.
Nice.
We've just solved your
All right.
problem.
Yeah. Sort your life out.
Okay.
You an
See you
adult?
then,
You an
bye.
adult?
Huh?
You an adult?
Just didn't need to sit in there for an hour.
Well, you know what you should have done? Learn some new jokes.
Oh, yeah. This is good. This is good. You needed.
I could have done
you
some
needed
writing
this.
while I was in there.
You could
Yeah,
have.
You could have.
Yeah.
There you go.
Listen, let me tell you, as you'll find out when all the
Tell
attention goes away and you need something to do, you'll become a stand-up comedian. It's very difficult.
I actually got asked me. They asked me last time I did a comedy podcast. They said, "Have you ever done stand-up?" And I was like, "No, I'm not that kind of funny."
Don't start because it's not a fun lifestyle.
It's
It's
torture.
a lot of driving.
Is it?
It's
Not
a lot of
driving.
It's
driving.
I like
hard.
driving.
The thing is, it takes ages to get decent at it, and it's not really worth the trouble,
Do
is
you
it?
ever get good at it?
Yeah,
Or do you have to recycle old stuff? Or
both.
Bit of both? Nah,
of both.
we're all right now.
I know
I'd
what
say I'm
doing.
good now.
I'm a smooth operator.
But we've been doing it I've been doing it for about 10 years. And he's been
Oh,
doing it
wow.
like 25 years or something. What is it?
oh Jesus, you are old, aren't you?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
65.
65.
He gets a young man's
Happy
blood
birthday.
Yeah.
injected into him.
Oh, you're one of those people. That's
Yeah. One
really
of those.
expensive, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did that on a stream.
This has been lovely.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
you for
Is
having
there
me,
something that
Josh.
you'd like to plug? When you're
No,
apart from
I'm
with
sweet.
the tongue.
Listen, you were way better than
Fuck's sake.
you were way better than all the other people on that
Thank
show.
you very much.
alright?
It means a
you
lot.
know?
Really
What's
does.
that Nathaniel guy doing selling a story to a magazine immediately when the show's still on? That's not right. That happened.
I
Didn't
like
we?
Nathaniel.
Spoilers.
I like Nathaniel. But I think he felt like he was unfairly dealt with and he didn't get a chance to tell his story
Do it
and the
after,
truth.
innit?
But yeah, loads of people sold stories.
Hmm.
Loads of people.
Yeah. A lot of stuff
So-
was getting leaked. We didn't even talk about. There were two guys that had a fight on the show, and
Well,
one
they've
of them
just
had to get
organised a
kicked off.
boxing fight. It came out yesterday.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I'm telling you
Do you want to
now.
fight on the undercard, me versus you?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Not you, because you'd batter both of us. Us
I'll
two
fight you
against
both. Yeah. Have you
in
not? Oh
one
my god!
fight.
Have you please YouTube that video of two people from the crowd fighting a man in a Spider-Man outfit?
What?
It is hilarious.
Okay.
He's a professional
Let's do it whilst
fighter,
I'm driving.
and
Yeah.
these two blokes out the crowd in Superman outfits, not Superman, but hero outfits,
Yeah.
get in the cage and they fight a Spider-Man, and the Spider-Man batters the shit out of them.
Okay, we'll check that
Brilliant.
out.
But
If you're not checking this out, check that out.
they've got a fight coming up, and I just hope that they're going to give all the money to charity, or at least 50% of it. Because if they don't, then they're clearly just
Everyone,
doing it for...
get on them about that
Get
on
them
their
about that.
TikToks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Somebody cup?
Yeah.
It's been
Merry
lovely,
Christmas.
man.
Somebody cup?
Merry Christmas.
Joyeux Noël.
You
Merry
too.
Christmas.
Oh,
We'll see you next time on Got a Problem, Mate podcast.
and email gotaproblemmate@gmail.com if you want to send a problem. We didn't do that today.
Bye.
Bye-bye.